At this point, it seems like the Nintendo Switch 2 is almost certain to happen. In the past few weeks, there have been a lot of leaks and rumors saying that Nintendo's next-generation hardware will come out in 2024. These leaks and rumors say that the hardware will have everything from new camera features to some kind of VR capabilities. Some say that Nintendo even showed developers the Switch 2 behind closed doors at the recent Gamescom trade show in Cologne, Germany. Of course, as exciting as Nintendo's new gaming gear is, the system might not do well at first if it doesn't come with a great set of games. After all, Zelda Breath of the Wild was the main game that sold when the first Nintendo Switch came out, so the Switch 2 will have to do a lot to get people excited when it finally comes out. A lot of reports have been going around about the Switch 2, but no official news has come out yet. It's very possible that Nintendo is working on its next system, even if the times that have been rumored may not be accurate. That being said, there are a few games that Switch 2 fans would really like to see come out. These games would help sell more systems and make players very happy. Some old series haven't had a new game in a long time, and fans would love more of certain games. These are games that would be great to come out with the Switch 2. We will start our list with Mario. Possibly, you believe that this is an obvious option. On the other hand, there are recent publications that claim a new Mario game is now being developed for the Nintendo Switch 2. Zippo, a trustworthy source of information about Nintendo, has reported that the company is already in the process of developing a brand new major Mario title on their next system, which will use Unreal Engine 4. We are of the opinion that it is only a reasonable estimate, but Zippo has proven correct in the past. Nintendo has maintained Mario as a consistent persona ever since the company first introduced him to the public in 1981. As of the year 2021, more than 380 million copies of Super Mario games have been sold all over the globe, making it one of the most successful series of video games. At this point, it seems to be a no-brainer that Mario will be announced as the launch game for the Nintendo Switch 2. We believe that 7 years is sufficient time to wait, considering the most recent Mario game that we have released in 3D was Super Mario Odyssey, which was released in 2017. Now we will talk about Animal Crossing. Nintendo saw a tremendous amount of success with the release of Animal Crossing: New Horizons game. Since that time, it has been sold in excess of 43 million products all over the globe. In point of fact, this is the second most purchased Nintendo Switch game, behind Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in terms of sales. The first year of New Horizons had brought in around $2 billion by the time March 2021 rolled around. This would place it as the sixth most successful video game ever in its initial year of release. Because of the time period in which it was being developed, we believe that Animal Cross will be able to be played on the Nintendo Switch 2 when it is released. It has usually been the case that Animal Crossing games are released 3 to 5 years apart, and given that New Horizons is scheduled to be released in the year 2020, it is not very improbable that a new game will be released in the year 2024. Next game that we think should be included is the FZero. Since the release of the very last FZero video game, over 20 years have passed. For a considerable amount of time, there have been rumors and leaks that a new game is currently being developed. Nevertheless, the series has not received any official news that seems to be positive. Because of its history and popularity, this series would be an excellent choice for a game to be brought to a new piece of hardware, such as the Switch 2. In addition to that, it might be used to showcase the latest innovation. A significant difference may be seen between the Mario Kart games and the future racing video game. There is a challenging aspect to it that would be appealing to those who like racing games such as Forza Horizon and even LEGO 2K Drive. Now we will discuss open world Donkey Kong. There have been several claims circulating on the internet for some time now indicating that a new open world Donkey Kong game is now in the process of being developed. The following is yet another rumor that has not been confirmed to be real, despite the fact that it would be wonderful if it were. It would be beneficial for Donkey Kong games to be released at this time, particularly considering that the main character made his debut in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. In addition to providing the character with a fresh point of view, an open-world environment would also assist him in regaining his legendary status. Luigi's Mansion 4 is next on our list. It is not only important that Luigi's Mansion 4 be developed, but it should also be considered a launch game for the Nintendo Switch. The series provides developers with a great deal of opportunities to showcase the capabilities of the new console, particularly if they modify the tasks to make use of any of the capabilities that are exclusive to the Switch 2. The upcoming Luigi's Mansion game could have some enjoyable single-player objectives, and due to Goeji, it might also include the option to accommodate several players at the same time. It's possible that there is just another reason why consumers should purchase the system. Now we will talk about a showcase port. New Switch ports, such as Red Dead Redemption, have been really impressive, and they serve as a wonderful reminder that the original Switch can still provide you with the ability to play games of console quality while you are transporting them. In a similar vein, when the Nintendo Switch 2 is released, we would be thrilled to see a port that demonstrates the speed bump that was first promised. Some people believe that Final Fantasy VII Remake may be a launch game, and the same source maintains that it looks and runs like a PlayStation 5 game when it is played on the system. There is a possibility that Nintendo's next platform may include a version of one of the finest games of all time, which received a lot of positive feedback. That would be a definitive demonstration of the capabilities of the console. Another reason why this might be a good time to do it is because the sequel, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, is also scheduled to be released in the year 2024. Another game we want is Nintendo Party Game. Without a few of party games, a Nintendo home system is not considered to be complete. In this particular instance, the Nintendo Switch was introduced with the relatively unimpressive 1-2 Switch, but the Nintendo Wii U was introduced with the very underestimated Nintendo Land. Keep your fingers crossed that the Switch 2 will include some kind of mini-game compilation when it is released, since this would bring its quality closer to that of the latter. Another installment in the Nintendo Switch Sports series would be very much appreciated in my home. Nevertheless, we are willing to play any party game that has the potential to get my family, who is not very knowledgeable about gaming, playing throughout the Christmas season. Lastly, we will talk about Metroid Prime 4. The development of Metroid Prime 4 is now underway, and it is hoped that it will be adapted for the new system. It is possible that Metroid might be an excellent choice for a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a fantastic game for the Nintendo Switch 2. Regrettably, there is no predetermined date for the release of Metroid Prime 4, which is a disappointment. In February of 2023, Metroid Prime Remastered was released, which indicates that it will be at least a few months before the release of Metroid Prime the fourth installment. Although this is only a suggestion, it is likely that there is not yet a release date for the Switch 2, which would allow it to take place at the same time as the announcement of the Switch 2. When new platforms come out, they always have the newest technology and sometimes fun extras to make them stand out. Different parts of some of the games on this list could show off the Switch 2's features in different ways. Even though there has been no official word about a Nintendo Switch version yet, one will be made at some point, and hopefully at least some of these games will be made for it. If you're as thrilled as we are about the games, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all things Nintendo Switch 2. Which game do you want to be on the Nintendo Switch? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.